Hello, fifth graders. Welcome to lesson 4.8, Zeros in the Dividend. Let's get started. Our objective today is I can divide multi-digit decimals by 1 and 2-digit decimals by adding zeros to the dividend and using the standard algorithm with 100% accuracy in multiple attempts. Please include the I can and by statement when you type in your digital math notebook. All right, today our job is to divide like a calculator. Our rule for today is that there are no remainders allowed. We're gonna keep on dividing. We may get a decimal answer, but we're gonna have no remainders allowed. So let's see what this looks like. Remember from yesterday that we are not allowed to have any decimals outside. So our first step is to move a decimal here and a decimal here. Then we're going to put our decimals straight up and divide just like normal. 6 doesn't go into 1, but it does go into 12 2 times, which is 12. Subtract, no remainder. Now we bring down the 9. 6 goes into 9 1 time, which is 6, and we subtract and we left over with 3. Now this is where we might stop and we might say, okay, our answer is 12, remainder 3. But remember, our rule for today is there are no remainders allowed. So here's the trick. This is what calculators do. They're going to add a 0 right after this decimal that we put in and bring that 0 on down. Now, 6 does go into 30. 6 goes into 30 5 times, which is 30. Now we have no remainders. Our answer is 21.5, and there's nothing left over. Let's try some problems together. All right, first off, our problems aren't set up. So let's go ahead and set up our problems. The first one goes inside and shuts the door, and then here's our number 12. Now we don't have a decimal on the outside this time, so we're all good to go to put our decimal straight up and divide just like normal. 12 doesn't go into 5, but it does go into 52. 12 goes into 52 4 times, which is 48. Now let's subtract and see what's left over. So 2 minus 8 we can't do, so we borrow. 12 minus 8 is 4, and 4 minus 4 is 0. So we're ready to bring down this 2. All right, well, we know that 4 is too big because we just did 48, so we're going to have to do 3. And 12 times 3 is 36, so let's subtract. 2 minus 6 we can't do, so we borrow. 12 minus 6 is 6. And now here we are again. This is where we would typically say, okay, we have a remainder 6. But no, remember today, no remainders allowed. So we're going to add a 0 up here because remember, adding a 0 doesn't change the value of my number. And I'm going to bring this 0 down. So now I have a 60. But look, 12 goes into 60 5 times evenly. So now we have no remainders. So our answer would be 4.35. So by adding that 0 on the end, now we have no remainders. Let's practice together one more time. The first number goes inside, so 1.14 divided by 0.76. Okay, it looks like we have a decimal on the outside, and that's not allowed. So we got to move it. 1, 2, and whatever we do to the outside, 1, 2, we do to the inside, then straight up on an elevator. All right, so now we have the number 76. 76 doesn't go into 1, and it doesn't go into 11, so it has to go into the whole number 114. Well, 7 plus 7 would be 140, so it's only going to go in 1 time, which means I'm going to go all the way underneath this 4 when I subtract 76. Now we're going to have to do some borrowing. 4 minus 6 we can't do, so we borrow from 1. This becomes a 0. Now we have 14. 14 minus 6 is 8, and now we have 0 minus 7. We can't do that, so we got to borrow again. Now we have 10 minus 7 is 3. So we have 38. Now, here's where we're going to add that 0 in our dividend and bring it on down. So we have the number 380. Well, I know that 70 times 2 would be, I'm going to count by sevens. So 7, 14, 28. 7 times 5 is 35, so that's pretty close. So let's multiply down here to see. What is 76 times 5? So 6 times 5 is 30. 7 times 5 is 35, plus 3 is 38. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what we want. So 5 goes on top, and 380 goes underneath, and we subtract. So again, by adding that 0, now we have no remainder. Our answer is 1.5. Please pause to type your numbers into your digital math notebook now. All right, guys, this number has no decimal to start off with, but we might need to add a decimal when we divide. Let's start it together and see where we get. 25 doesn't go into 4, but it does go into 40. So 25 times 2 is 50. So it's only going to go in one time. 25 goes underneath, and we subtract. 0 minus 5 we can't do, so we have to borrow. 10 minus 5 is 5, and 3 minus 2 is 1, so we have 15. Now we're going to bring down this 5. So let's count by 25, so it's like counting by quarters to see how close we can get to 155. So that would be 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150 would be 7. So 25 times 7, just to check. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 2 is 14. Is 17. Oopsie, look, that's too much. So let's go down 1. So 25 times 6. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 2 is 12. Is 15. That's what we wanted. There we go. So it goes in 6 times, which is 150. But when we subtract, we're left over with 5. Uh-oh, that's a problem. We can't have any remainders. So we're going to add a decimal because we know it's there, even if we don't see it. And then add a 0 because that doesn't change the value of our number, and bring that 0 on down. 25 goes into 50. Oh, don't forget to put it on an elevator. 25 goes into 50 2 times, which is 50. No remainder. So by adding that 0 on the end, now we have no remainder. We're going to divide just like a calculator. Our answer is now 16.2. Pause now to type your work into your digital math notebook. All right, 5th graders, you're almost finished. When all your notes are complete, then you can complete your exit slip and be ready to meet your teacher to work on this lesson some more. Great job!